We've got a good Thursday night matchup in store as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
To throw is Duggan.
And incomplete to open things up.
Romeo Doubs is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Duggan now to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Taking it about the 16. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
A throw left side, hold in by Hamlin.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Packers.
Luke Musgrave,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Hooker. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Duggan.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Throwing, Duggan. Throw caught by Musgrave.
That's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. No run back here for Raymond.